On the front, it says, how to lose weight. On the back, it says, don't eat.
Number 10. She's not from Malibu.
Malibu Barbie.
She's Mattel's super new suntanned Barbie.
Hey, Barbie's gotta go to tan now.
We know, we're shocked too. Growing up, there's nothing we wanted more than Barbie's Malibu dream house and all the accessories that came with it. With her enviable tan, long blonde hair, and sweet smile, Barbie was made for riding the waves in a sunny beach city. However, her fair complexion, minus the tan, might be more indicative of her real hometown. This doll actually hails from the fictional town of Willows in Wisconsin. It was only in 1971 that Barbie moved to Malibu with a new look that was more reflective of the times.
I think Malibu Barbie occupies the same place in the Barbie canon as Monet's Olympia in the world of art history.
Even though Willows doesn't exist, Wisconsin decided to lean into Barbie's origins, and you can find one of the OG dolls in the Wisconsin Historical Museum. Number 9. Do blondes really have more fun? Barbie's long blonde hair has become a defining feature of this iconic toy. However, when she was first sold in 1959, customers had a choice between a fair-haired or brunette doll.
This is like one of the holy grails, 2020.
Exactly.
It really is.
Well, yeah, it's a work of art. And the clothes were amazing. They were like couture humans' clothes, but shrunk down. The quality was amazing.
Both wore zebra print swimwear for their world debut and first profession as teen models. However, there was a considerable sway toward the blonde option, so Mattel presumably followed demand, and brunette Barbie became nothing but a distant memory. Luckily, Mattel eventually realized that representation matters and started branching out in many respects, including hair color, skin tone, and body size.
Welcome to our house. I like your dog, it's cute. Hi, Mom.
Yes, that is a very good point.
We don't know if blondes really have more fun, but kids in the 60s certainly seem to think so. Number 8, a controversial collection of dolls.
I have a second grade daughter who's doing multiplication tables here in her first month of school. And the last message I want her to get is that for some reason math is any more challenging to her than any other subject that she's studying.
Life in plastic might be fantastic, but even Barbie hasn't managed to evade controversy. Over the years, we've seen some ill-thought-out ideas appear on toy shelves only to be quickly removed following public outcry. For instance, who okayed the Sports Illustrated swimsuit Barbie?
She's hot. Barbie's hot. She takes instructions almost silently.
Why does Slumber Party Barbie need scales and a book on how to lose weight? And how about Teen Talk Barbie? More like Sexist Talk Barbie.
But some of the dolls are programmed to say, and I quote, "Math class is tough." That has drawn fire from those who think Barbie's remark reinforces a stereotype about girls and math.
Also, we still can't believe someone actually approved this. Just a lot of bad stuff all around. It didn't end there, though. Anyone remember Midge, the pregnant doll with a removable stomach? Some were concerned that she promoted teen pregnancy. But even if that wasn't the case, it was just a really disturbing design. Number 7, the earring Magic Ken commotion.
Let's just say this, people are garbage and people will make anything into like a conspiracy about sex.
Speaking of dolls that faced backlash, in 1993, Mattel released a new Ken doll as part of their Earring Magic collection. He now had blonde highlights, wore a purple mesh top and vest, and accessorized with a ring pendant necklace and an earring in his left ear. We think you know where this is headed. Some wondered if Mattel was outing Barbie's on-again, off-again boyfriend. However, it was his necklace that invited the biggest uproar. Some thought it represented a ring you might place in a more intimate location. Mattel refuted these ridiculous claims, saying they're, quote, not in the business of introducing those kinds of accessories to their young audience.
I don't think he's gay, but the idea that he's gay, Ken, obviously I have to have him. I think I have 2 of these. He looks great.
Number 6, Barbie's Rebound from Down Under.
Girls, yeah, we see you to the beach parties today, so come on through.
While we're on the topic of Barbie's beau, on Valentine's Day 2004, Mattel announced that this power couple had called it quits.
As some of you may know from various encounters I've had with the media over many years, I never, ever comment on my clients' personal lives. Ever. I'll violate that slightly today, because I will confirm that Ken and Barbie are going to go their separate ways.
The pair's business manager, Russell Aarons, denied that the breakup was staged to promote their latest release, the Cali Girl Barbie. Apparently, Barbie wanted a further commitment, but Ken wasn't ready. Soon after, the blonde bombshell was reportedly spotted with an Australian surfer named Blaine. At first, Blaine was super popular, even beating out Ken in an online popularity poll on the Barbie website. However, after almost 2 years, Mattel's new it couple split. In 2006, Ken received a makeover, and he and Barbie got back together. Meanwhile, Blaine has pretty much disappeared. Number 5, Barbie goes to court.
She had a tremendous ego. My father had a very big ego, so there were always a lot of fireworks.
You might have heard the name Ruth Handler in association with Barbie. Indeed. She's the creative mind behind this iconic doll and co-founder of Mattel. However, you might not have heard of Jack Ryan, the missile designer who helped bring her vision to life. The pair was embroiled in a bitter battle over who deserved credit for the famous toy and her name. Ryan claimed he'd been shortchanged on royalties by almost $24 million and sued Mattel. After nearly a decade, Ryan won $10 million supposedly in an out-of-court settlement.
But I think mainly the thing that she was most upset about was that they had agreed to pay him so much.
These were far from the only controversies caused by the creators. Handler was charged with fraud and false reporting, and Ryan's troublesome and sordid lifestyle raised some eyebrows too.
Jack Ryan continued to invent, but the father of Barbie would never work in the toy industry again.
Number 4, even Barbie's an influencer.
People would extrapolate that to say, well, if she couldn't stand up, she wouldn't have any room for her organs, her waist was too small, her boobs are too big.
She's not a human. She's a doll.
Mattel has repeatedly come under fire for designing a doll with unrealistic measurements. Studies have even shown that she would be considered dangerously underweight in real life. However, that hasn't stopped some people from undergoing various procedures to look just like her. Sure, Barbie's often considered a role model, but couldn't we take inspiration from her countless careers rather than her unattainable body design? Some of the results are freaky and nightmarish. If you think that's bad, an overzealous Barbie fan by the name of Blondie Bennett took things to a whole other level by going under hypnotherapy to become more airheaded like the doll.
I want to look like a doll, and I want to even go larger.
Even though I never played with dolls, from the ones I've seen, I know they don't look like that.
Barbie might have had some boneheaded moments, but with jobs across STEM, business, politics, and the arts, we don't think brainless was the right idea.
I grew up in a home where you always let everyone think that your life is perfect. You always smile. You never let anyone see that you're upset. So I used my dolls a lot to kind of escape.
Number 3, I Spy Barbie.
I want to be a scientist.
Eureka! A scientist. I think science is so amazing. Why do you want to be a scientist?
In 2015, to keep up with the tech-savvy age, Mattel released an interactive talking doll called Hello Barbie. She used voice recognition to chat with kids and could be connected to Wi-Fi so parents could monitor conversations via an app. Of course, Mattel was also keeping tabs on their users, raising concerns about privacy.
Being on stage is exciting, isn't it?
Yes, I love it.
That's cool.
Another doll from 2010 called Video Girl Barbie featured a camera cleverly disguised as a necklace and a small monitor on Barbie's back. Both dolls sound like the premise for a sci-fi movie about an AI doll uprising. Even authorities were concerned about hackers and other potential dangers, although customers were reassured that no breaches had occurred. Unsurprisingly, both were discontinued.
We find that girls, they want to play with their other Barbies and record that, whatever they're playing out, but they also want to record themselves.
Number 2, Barbie and Ken's real-life inspiration.
She saw her daughter Barbara having limited choices of toys to play with, unlike her son Ken. When Ken played with toys, he could imagine himself as a firefighter, an astronaut, a cowboy, a surgeon.
Since 1961, Barbie and Ken have been the universal it couple. Yet you might not find them quite as cute once you learn about their real-life counterparts. Handler decided to immortalize her beloved children as these soon-to-be famous dolls. Barbie got her name from Handler's daughter Barbara, while Ken was named after her son, Kenneth. Sure, on the one hand, it's super sweet that she chose to honor her children in this way. However, it also begs the question, why on earth would you then make Barbie and Ken a couple?
Think of the fun you'll have taking Barbie and Ken on dates, dressing each one just right.
Why not keep them as brother and sister? It's so weird and disturbing, and it makes us see our childhood in a whole new light.
Hi, I'm Ken.
Barbie,
have we ever met?
I would have remembered.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. It took Barbie 12 years to smile. Her side eye was on point, but that all changed in 1971 with Malibu Barbie.
The fact that the doll could look directly at the viewer and have that body, I think, was a reflection of the sexual revolution.
Share a Smile Becky, the first wheelchair-using doll. This was huge for representation, only her chair did not fit in Barbie's elevator. The original Ken. He came with a beach towel, sandals, and swimming trunks, a far cry from his fashionista girlfriend.
Ken came out in 1961, and he was sold in red swim trunks, and this was one of his outfits called Victory Dance that he could escort Barbie out. Very preppy, but very appropriate for Ken.
Barbie's huge family. Over the years, an array of siblings have come and gone, never to be seen again.
Like Auntie Hannah said, no worries. We just won't take our bags with us. But Barbie, I need my bag. It's got my costume, and my backup costume, and my backup costume.
She's forever a teen. Despite dating back to 1959, this doll is still living her teen years.
Well, we did say that Barbie was complicated. Whether she offends or inspires, Barbie's here to stay.
Number 1, Barbie's risque origin story.
Beautiful, fashionable. She's been inspiring and empowering children for decades. Also, this isn't her. This is the doll Barbie was based on, and...
Well, it was based on a cartoon character who did nothing but have sex with men for money.
One story behind this groundbreaking toy suggests that the creator was moved to invent a 3D fashion doll after watching her daughter play with paper dolls. Another story explains how she took inspiration from the audacious German Lily doll. Until then, dolls taught girls to be caregivers, but Lily was fashionable, bold, and scandalous. She was based on a sassy cartoon called Build Lily, known to seduce rich men.
Well, Ruth saw a doll, very beautiful, curvaceous, 11.5-inch doll.
Who also happened to be a call girl.
Lily was marketed to adults and typically given to men as a gag gift at bachelor parties and things like that. Handler took the concept of a fashion-forward character and made her more child-friendly. You can wave goodbye to your Barbie core-tinted view of this iconic toy. Who knew Barbie's origin story had such a wild side?
What a great party! How low can you go?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.